Okay, fight fans and fight fiends, welcome back to Manny's Thoughts. I, of course, Manny MTL or Manny Montreal. Make sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and obviously, thefightcity.com. So, as usual, I'll give you guys my thoughts on what's going down in the world of combat sports. It is the beginning of a crazy week, so let's get started. Okay, so if you guys paid attention to last week's show, I had obviously mentioned some names to look out for. Congratulations are due. I got some good news and some bad news. First off, told you guys not to sleep on Willie Nelson, and sure enough, great comeback victory for him. Tremendous boxing. Also on that PBC card, I just want to quickly mention Keith Thurman got ravaged to the body and persevered through that. It added to his likability for me. Now, that leads me to the UFC. None other than Grant Brothers and TriStar Gym's Alex Garcia was fighting, and basically he just drowned Mike Swick. Too strong, too much, just overpowering. Alex Garcia dominant round 1, 2, and 3. Nothing for Mike Swick to do but think about retirement. That leads me to the fight of the night, Rory MacDonald, Robbie Lawler. Unfortunately, Rory won't be coming back home with the belt, but he did gain a lot of fans. What a heart on the kid. Just proves it's not the skill or where he trains or who he trains with, but the kid's got a heart 3 sizes too big. Just crazy fight. If you thought the first one was good, the second one blows that one out of the water. Just great stuff, Rory. You know, you gave it everything you had, and that's why nobody can say nothing. You know, they can post pictures and talk about your face and make memes all they want, but the truth is, no one's going to question your heart. Tremendous fight, and hopefully he gets healthy and he's back in there real soon. That kid is a freaking monster. Now, speaking of freakishly things, Conor McGregor, the McGregor'ing continues. Just outworked Chad Mendes, took him 2 rounds. Both guys looked extremely fatigued before the fight. I had said it before, it's been a solid week now that I find Conor's looked a little wrecked. And it was just a great fight. Conor McGregor just adds to his legend. The crowd was nuts. It was just an insane event overall. Promotion is very, very strong thanks to this young man. It is going to create thousands of wannabe McGregors. But in the end, I am sure that as fight fans, we are going to just win out in this one. Thank you, Conor McGregor, for basically talking the talk and walking the walk. This kid's going to add to the UFC's storyline tremendously. There is a lot of stuff that is going to be, you know, generated from Conor McGregor. Speaking of that, a little later on in the show, I'll be mentioning UFC Glasgow and obviously Conor McGregor's connection to that. Now, if you guys get a chance, make sure you go to thefightcity.com and also go check out the Fight City's Facebook page. On the Facebook page, obviously, we still have the pics and the posts from the website, but I also suggest that you check out the Facebook page, mainly because I also update the albums. Twice a week, I'm at the Grant Brothers. Every now and then, I go to other gyms. Occasionally, I'm at TriStar. This week, I've been following Mike Ricci for his title fight at Titan FC this Saturday night. Make sure to go check out the album on that. Also, I'm also following along with Lucian Bute's return to the ring. Bute's back, and he's with the Grant Brothers. It's just great stuff. He's fighting August 15th, and there's going to be a press conference about it this week. And make sure you stick to thefightcity.com because we are going to have an exclusive interview with Lucian Bute this week. Just great stuff. And I'm obviously going to keep going. So make sure you guys check out the Fight City on the weekly. I will have new stuff up there all the time. So now that leads me to what we have to look forward to. While we were treated with a little vacation time, I guess, the fights had slowed down. But now we're back to full speed, it seems. The UFC put out something like 27 hours of free UFC this week between Saturday, Sunday, and this coming Wednesday. We've got UFC Fight Night Wednesday night, live and free on the Fight Network. That brings me to Friday. Friday, you've got Bellator and Legacy fighting. Just good stuff. Then Saturday morning, starting at 7 a.m. from Asia, you got One Championship. Just great MMA. I would say the number 2 company in MMA basically right now, as far as big productions go. Just, I'm obviously going to be DVRing that one. As far as boxing goes, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is back. Who's he fighting? I don't care. I won't be watching it. This kid lost me as a fan. I am hoping he sticks to Dancing with the Stars, maybe gets his own reality TV show, and stays far away from boxing. Also, Kiko Martinez and Quigg will be fighting. You've got Arthur Abraham versus Stiglitz. I think that's their 4th or 5th fight. And also Kovalev Mohamendi, just a little Montreal plug on that. Jean Pascal's on the undercard. That is going to be free and live on HBO Saturday night. Going to be recording that as well. UFC Fight Night 72 from Glasgow is going down. Bisping versus Latest is the main event. But the one thing I want you guys to pay attention on that, and again, the connection to the McGregor, is basically the fact that Joseph Duffy is on that card. If you do not know Joseph Duffy, he is basically, his big claim to fame at the moment, in the media's eyes anyway, is the fact that he is the owner of Conor McGregor's last, and I think only, loss. So basically, Joe Duffy, before Conor McGregor was Conor McGregor, Joe Duffy choked his ass out. And Joe Duffy's flown under the radar since. Now, Joe Duffy's not lost, and he made his UFC debut not so long ago, and now is going to be fighting in Scotland. So, he's going to get a bit of a, you know, it's going to be close for his fan base anyways to be able to cheer him on. Now, here's the thing. If you don't know Joseph Duffy, I don't think the fact that Conor McGregor is going to be attached to his name is going to change anything. The guy's basically your average blue-collar friend you would have a beer with. I could easily see him being a real estate agent or, you know, selling cars or working in some sort of office. He's just a regular Joe that just happens to punch like a frickin' monster and basically know his jiu-jitsu. You see, here's the thing. Joe Duffy's got a great career. He's had some solid fights. He trains at TriStar with some of the best coaches. And then on the side, just for some extra boxing, he's passed by the Grant brothers a couple times. And personally, he's even had a little bit of a boxing career in between his MMA career. So the kid's hands are just great. And then when it comes to all the MMA, the wrestling, and obviously the submissions and everything, he knows his game. He's just a solid worker. He is the most solid bet you could make. If MMA could be related to some sort of team sport, he would definitely be the team captain. He is Mr. Responsible. He's the good guy. He's the guy that makes all his payments. Mortgage is up to date. He's just a regular Joe. Joseph Duffy, make sure you check him out. Regular Joe or not, he is gonna smash this dude on Saturday night. UFC Fight Night 72. Make sure you check it out. Fighting out of Montreal. Originally from Ireland, just a tremendous guy. Make sure you check him out. So that leads me to what I will be watching Saturday night, since I will be burning so much DVR memory. Titan FC 34, it's going down in Kansas City, July 18th. Great news, no more surfing the internet to find that clean link. They signed a deal with UFC Fight Pass. If you're a Fight Pass member, or if you weren't, you're gonna become one, because it is now the best way to get a clean live stream to Titan FC. Now, at first I was disappointed. They were supposed to have their card here in Montreal, and I guess some exterior circumstances stopped that from happening. Hopefully they'll be here next year. But the great news is that I will get a clean, uninterrupted stream of Titan FC. All you gotta do is go to Fight Pass. It's gonna be on there for everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a terrific card. There is something like 12 fights going down, 4 title fights. The return of Desmond Green. Cannot wait for that. Everyone knows that a hungry predator is the best kind. And last but not least, the main event, people. Pat Bam Bam Healy is fighting Mike the Martian Ricci. Mike Ricci from here in Montreal, NDG. Man, I cannot tell you how excited I am for this fight. Why? More importantly, why? Because Mike Ricci is due. Overdue. It is about damn time they put a belt on my boy. Mike Ricci is going to smash Pat Bam Bam Healy. Whatever you guys have back there, I don't know if you guys have Obamacare yet or not, or if that got stopped. But whatever it is, Pat Bam Bam Healy better have his stuff in order. You are gonna need all kinds of care after this fight. I am telling you, Mike Ricci is due. If you watch the last couple fights he's had, he is on a tear. This isn't about him being in the UFC. This isn't about the fights he's had on Bellator. This isn't about the fact that although he's a young man, he's got the career of a veteran. No. This is about the fact that he is due. Ladies and gentlemen, if you go watch basically my favorite Mike Ricci fight against Soteropoulos, I have a feeling that it's going to be this times 10. Pat Healy is going to get picked up and just dropped on his head, sent away. Pat Healy's retiring. You guys want to watch a retirement party? Titan FC 34. Mike Ricci is going to smash this dude. I cannot wait. It is time. They are going to put gold on the Martian. I am overjoyed, overexcited, and cannot wait. If you guys miss out, it is your loss. It is going to be free and live on Fight Pass. You can't miss it. He is from here. We should all be cheering for him. Watch Titan FC going down this Saturday night. So now that's it for me this week. Obviously, it has been a very busy show. Make sure you tune in to next week's show. Go to thefightcity.com for daily and great posts. And last but not least, like, share, subscribe, and do all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next week.